This is the name of the business that we have made our marketing and advertising plan for. Before we get started, I want to take a moment and let everyone introduce themselves. I'm Eliana.
I'm Naomi Burnell.
I'm Swasi Afo-Sampere.
I'm Michaela Berry Robinson.
I'm Adam Melnikib.
I'm Taiham Park.
I'm Luciano Lapori.
This is Sani. He's the owner and operator of Duro Electric. Our goal is to create a marketing and advertising plan that not only allows him to gain customers, but keeps them coming back. In this presentation, we're going to talk about not only his goals, but what he hopes to accomplish in the future.
Sani's main obstacle is that there is no advertising plan for his business. In order to respond to this problem, we are going to involve an advertising plan so he can do it. We have a brand logo, we have the brand identity, which consists of the flyers, the posters, and the business cards to help combat all these issues.
This is our logo. Our logo is very symbolic. The house symbolizes the home aspect of the electronic services that he provides, and the plug represents the electronic aspect, and the colors do symbolize something as well. The color red symbolizes love, and the color blue symbolizes ambitious because he's very ambitious about what he does. The plug also doubles as a smiley face because he's very happy and loves what he does.
The sign represents, the sign does have our logo on it, and it has the name of the company to show that people who will come by and know who they're looking at. It has their location and then the address as well.
The business card. For the business card, Sani will use this business card to greet his clients and gain more contacts. Two key important factors that we wanted for this business card was to make it memorable. And by that, we made sure we had bold colors, and we made sure we had a creative design in the front of the business card. We also wanted to make this business card helpful for his customers and clients. We wanted to make sure we had the logo, the number, the location, and the services. And for this, it will help clients know who they're talking to on the phone, and it will also help them know more information about the services.
This is our business flyer. As you can see, color and visibility was a main factor when we were making it. At the top, we have our logo, so people can familiarize the brand with it with a catchy slogan right below it. We have our contact information on the right, so people are able to easily communicate with Sani. We also wanted to ensure that they understood the services he provided, which is why we listed 3 of them to the left, as well as the address on the bottom right.
As for his target market, his audience is generally middle to lower class people in the region of Bauchi. However, his business appeals to anyone who owns an electrical appliance that is in need of a repair. So his shop will be located in Zango Market, where there is a lot of traffic. Our goal is to appeal to these people and promote his business to them so that Sani can hopefully gain more customers. For the brand strategy, one thing we wanted to focus on was his unique competitive advantage, which was that he can provide a diverse array of services, unlike other electricians who only focus on a single type of appliance. Other things we wanted to focus on were visibility and familiarity. With the consistent red and blue color scheme, along with the repetition of the logo in all of our advertising materials, we wanted his business to be noticeable and memorable. We wanted people to walk by and recognize his business and remember it when they need a repair. So ultimately, our goal is to build a solid customer base for Sani so that he can grow and develop his business in the long run.
Now for the competitive advantages. The first competitive advantage is the effortless accessibility. It is really easy to get from point A to point B in the region of Bauchi that his business is in. Then the second one is growth potential. In this area, there's tons of construction, tons of new housing developments, and growth in existing properties. This means that all these new areas, all these new places need electrical services provided by Doro Electrical. Lastly, there is no competition whatsoever. This means that everyone is required in the area, not required, but everyone has to come to him for electrical services. Now for our business model. There are three main pillars to our business model: the revenue stream, value provided, and the implementation. Starting with the revenue stream consists of electrical services, specifically the home wiring and the home appliances. I'll let the other team go into more detail about that. But for value provided, since there are no other electricians in the area, it creates a demand for electrical services in that area and for the community. And then for implementation, LI, as some of you may know, provides monitoring for the first 1 to 2 years of the business to make sure it remains stable and reliable.
We are requesting $300 for Sani to promote his business and support his community. We're requesting $75 for signs, $125 for flyers, and $100 for business cards. We have left $200 in our business, so we have given it to the infrastructure team.
So in conclusion, by funding our organization, not only will you be helping Sani, but you'll be helping his family. Sani is one of 8 siblings. His mother and father has unfortunately passed away, leaving him as the only breadwinner of the family. So not only will you be helping Sani, but you'll be helping him and his family and his community. Thank you.
Thank you for that great presentation, guys. Can you take it back a couple of slides to the beginning? I'll just touch on 2 things. Go back there. If you go back to, I love the beginning. Somebody described the logo. Who describes the logo? Can you describe it again real quick?
Yeah, so the logo is a house and a plug. The house symbolizes the home aspect because he does a lot of home repairs. And the plug symbolizes the electronical aspect. And it's also a smiley face, the plug, because he loves what he does.
All right. I love that description. I love the way that description matches with that logo in the middle. However, the rest, I'm not sure it resonates with me. It feels a bit confusing with all those plugs around. Now, if you move it to the next slide over, you have that on its own like that, it just looks cleaner to me, so I don't know, that's just my impression. And I feel like I resonate more with that. I think towards the end of the slide, you also have, and I don't see that come back, with all those wires, right? I see that on top just looks like a cleaner, business card, even though you have it there as a sign. So, or even at the bottom, you have the logo. So consistency, I guess what I'm trying to say, is something that you want to be focused on. The piece about no competition in the area also, I'm not sure, is that accurate? No competition at all in the area?
We found that out yesterday.
What area is that, like a
Zango Market.
Okay, I don't know what that looks like, but to me that's a no competition at all. He's the only electrician. If that's the case, that's a great competitive advantage, I guess. To be able to, certainly setting himself up, and I guess he's got the early entry into the market, so to speak, and it's a great way to position yourself, with a good brand and a good reputation in the area. So if that's truly the case, then he really has an opportunity to position himself really well in the market, and with your support and what you have to offer in terms of helping him meet those goals, I think he's got a great start. So thank you. Great presentation.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Beautiful presentation. I love the logo because the logo really speaks loud. So you have a very matured color. Let me just use this statement. We use it a lot in Nigeria. When we said matured, it means like something really catchy, something really representing. So something that a lot of people will really like to consider as a logo. And another thing is that you talk about competition. I know, just like Ahmed said, it's really impossible to say that you're the only one. But I think the opportunity that Sani will have now, it's going to make him to be more visible to a lot of people, because we have a lot of electricians, but they don't really show themselves. They don't have like a shop or a place where you can say, oh, I need to go to this place to get my house wiring or anything. And another thing, it's really a very good presentation. It's just that I would like to see that a combination of the services here and there, but the pictures always speaks about one part of the business. Like he's just fixing like home appliances and all these things, but he does more than that, as you said. So which gives him like more opportunity. And I really like how you connect with the business partner by showing the reality of where he works. And by giving him this opportunity, I know he's gonna have like a very decent place where people can come and look for his services. So it's really great job, guys. Your flyers, your business cards, they really work really well. It's just that the sign, if you can just work on it a little bit, like to showcase some of the services again, I think it will be really helpful. But apart from that, you guys really done a great job, and I love the colors. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Humar. I think, team, you did a super job representing your client or advocating on his behalf. I like the presentation very much. I love the logo. I just wrote great logo, exclamation point. It's one of those instances where it's simple, but there's a lot going on there. And it's rare that I'll look at something for a moment and then kind of instinctively look away. In this case, no, my eyes kept going back. I have to keep looking at the logo because I was realizing the more seconds I spent looking at it, the more that was there, and getting dopamine hits or something just from really focusing on it. So it's really one of the best logos I think I've ever seen. I just love what's going on there in terms of the subtlety of the smiley face. And I wasn't thinking so much of him as of the happy customers. And then you've got the representation of a house, which immediately conjures up notions of the domesticity and warmth. There's just so much that's going on, and it's wonderful. I think the colors were great. The expression effortless accessibility, which I think on one sense I can understand in terms of locomotion. I find during the day, even things where locomotion might not be an issue, but merely the time to read an email or a website or go down my to-do list. Accessibility has to do with as much with my disposable time or competition. So I might, revisit the issue about effortless, because sometimes even if something's right in the same room or next door, it's not effortless to attend to it, or et cetera. I found in general, the slides were very clear and informative. There was a really good job in terms of layout. They were not too busy. They were legible. They did what they needed to do. I really appreciated the nice rounded amounts for the budget. I thought that was a nice touch because you communicated what you had to do without getting down in the weeds. I was looking down and writing, so there may have been a total at the end and I just may have missed it. But I can't remember whether there was an actual total for the budget amount. Was there or not? I don't remember. Okay, if great. That's just one of the things that, it's really good to see. So I think it was a fine effort. Obviously wish your social entrepreneur the best. And I think, again, you've done a great job advocating on his behalf. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.